I'm probably in the minority, but I seriously missed the voice acting content in Fiverr gigs. The niche stuff was inspiring, the cosplay stuff too. I think I just tried to not overstay my welcome in a niche, and I not try to, like in a game, I'm not trying to spec too heavily into like strength, you know, although I do that, I'm guilty of that. I think with YouTube, it's very important as well. If you know eventually you are going to want to do some other stuff, I think it's important not to spec too heavily into something. So I sometimes have phases where I go through doing a lot of things, but I always try to make sure that I'm sprinkling in other types of content. And so the voice acting stuff, I just ran out of ideas that I felt like were meaningful and that were good. And it wasn't like anything that I thought I was just bored of it or anything. I just felt like there was no other videos or concepts at the time that I wanted to explore. I have been itching for a while to do some kind of voice acting content on Twitch. I feel like there's a lot of room there, but I don't know how. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it fun. My first thought was to do like a show where maybe we bring someone on and we try to teach them voice acting, but there needs to be arcs to the show to make it fun. And I don't know what those challenges are that make it interesting. And I don't know how to give a way to give it like meaningfully impactful and to improve. Like I thought we could have streamers on. I thought we could have some kind of voice acting competition or something like that. But again, I need to find a way to make it meaningful and to have some kind of good segments to the show that are impactful. Bro, I need Room Review to come back. It'll come back. It'll come back. Don't worry. Don't worry. You could read an anime or do an abridged. Also, like, I mean, those clips were very short and I often were using them for, like, there was a lot of educational value there in what I was doing. And I felt comfortable making that video. But on the other hand, it is still kind of tough in terms of Japan, legally speaking, what you can do. Like, Japan doesn't see that as fair use. But, you know, when I was in the UK making those videos, it was pretty easy. Even though I made a couple of them in Japan, but I was like, I think I probably want to start getting away from them. So if I was to do it again and we were to fix anime clips, I'd probably get the rights holders permission. But then also, how do you say like, hey, I want to fix your shitty thing. Can I have legal permission to do that? And so I think that would be quite a hard sell. Can you put together a lesson plan on teaching chat how to speak Welsh? Could be fun. I need to make it funny though, and like engaging for people who don't actually want to learn Welsh, but just want to watch something fun. Because the problem is that oftentimes stuff like that is really, really, really interesting to a small group of people, and 99% of people don't really want to learn it. They just want to watch and be entertained. So it's like you need to cater to both the audiences. The audience is looking for something. They're looking for actual, you know, some fun little Welsh thing, but also how do you make it enjoyable for people who aren't really interested in watching it? Because at the end of the day, you know, you need to make the video interesting to people who don't know anything about you or your content or what you're trying to show them. So there's a lot of aspects to content creation that, depending on the style of how you do it, it's kind of, you have to consider a lot of different aspects.